I did install the Terabee LiDAR sensor in my room and integrate it with the Losant platform, which we will be using. And the second slide, I did show the installation requirements for this sensor because there are some specifications that you need to follow to install this sensor. For example, the minimum installation height for this sensor should be 2.4 meter, which is around 7.1 feet. And it depends on each door width. And there should be also a minimum clearance from the wall. But in my case, since I reside in a small apartment, so I did not satisfy the minimum installation requirements. The height was around 2.16 meters and the door width was smaller. But fortunately, the sensor worked perfectly fine as intended, and it was giving me the exact number of people going in and out from the room. So I did not face any issue. Next, I will show you the sensor here. This is my room. I got it installed up. Another picture for the sensor. And this image is represented in the GUI interface of the sensor. So this is how the sensor actually works. You have like two drawing areas. There's the out and in. So to be counted, people have to come from the exit area, which is the out, go inside the in, and then they have to leave the device field of view to be considered as an in. So if this is the door, they need to come all the way from outside to the entry area, and they need to leave this field of view to be counted as in. Now, I do need to adjust here the drawings to make it scale on the image, but I don't think that's a big of an issue.
You did programmatically, I guess, to find the regions for in and out, or is it kind of like set, so like the sensor orientation matters at that point?
So it would detect it automatically, but you can always adjust it. So this is the graphical interface of the sensor, and you can just change those numbers, or even you can click on this image and draw it back the way you want.
Okay, that makes sense.
Going to the device configuration, I think I can show it to you from here. I needed to go to the advanced options. I published, I set the push URL to my own Losant MQTT published topic and had to adjust the server here. This device, this is the device ID that I created in Losant. So basically the data will be sent from this sensor to Losant platform to this specific device, which I will show it to you in a bit. And I am only sending two values from this sensor, the number of people in and the number of people out. So I still have to evaluate the occupancy, which is the difference between these two numbers, but I did it in Losant. And the push interval was set to 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds, the data will get updated. We can always change this value to whatever value we need. Oh, in this slide, I included some configurations that I had to do on my own home router. So I enabled, I did some kind of port forwarding just to enable port 1883, which is used for MQTT, to make sure that there are no connectivity issues. So I think that's pretty much it for the slides. I will jump in now to the Losant platform to show you what I actually did. So I created two dashboards. The first one will show me the list of available devices. This is the device installed in my room, and I can just add some fake devices just to see how it works and get some fake data. And if I go to the device section, before going, I'll just reset the counts. So Dr. Ratik, these are the local APIs that Mr. Frederick and was talking about. So you can get counts, set counts, or reset counts.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I'll just reset the counts. It is 0, 0 now. If I go to Losant, I can see that I'm not receiving any. The occupancy number actually is still 0. Number of people in and out are both 0. Now, if I'll just change the count manually now for the demo I'll set it to 2. And from this dashboard, if I click on this device, it will redirect me to this device's dashboard, which will show me some personal graphs. For example, I will click here. You can see that it will show me that the people in are 2, the occupancy limit is reached, and here I have a graph showing the average people in and out over the last hour, and there's a bunch of stuff I can do. So now I said that there are 2 peoples in my room, whereas the number should be 1 because this is a small room. If I go out now, I'm going out. Yeah, I can see it. So I'll come back. So when I went out, the occupancy number was 1, which is the in the limit, inside the limit. That's why the numbers will change here accordingly. So for example, whenever the limit is above the variable which I set, it will send me an automatic email telling me, hey, two persons are currently in this room. I'll just reset the numbers for now. And the last thing I wanted to show you was the workflow I created. So here I have the device state, which will include the values that I am getting from the device. So I am getting 2 parameters from this device, which are the number of people in and the number of people out. So I added this math node to add a new attribute, which is the occupancy number. It is equal to the difference between number of people in and number of people out. So I did this calculation here, added back this attribute to the device, and I used a condition here. For example, I said whenever the occupancy number is greater than 1, go ahead and send me an email, an alert, or we can put it. We can even set it to send on our Slack channel, and there are a bunch of stuff we can do on this platform. And there's one thing I missed, which is the scalability. So if I get now any LiDAR sensor, I can easily integrate it into this platform and have it up and running. So this platform have one feature which is called context variable. When I created this dashboard, I said like this dashboard will be unique to each device. For example, here, this second device will also be linked to the dashboard, but will have its own parameters showing. I'm not sure if I was able to get this idea clearly to you.
No,
So basically,
different
yeah,
dashboard, same data, I guess.
So same dashboard, different data, like depending on which device I am showing, I am checking actually. That's why it is super scalable. And I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or any suggestions that I can do, but this is just a simple workflow, which I did for a simple demo.